Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Come 19. Ready. 70 Rangers. 18 Radicals. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. To our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. The first target, I don't think it's going to be his last.
Second down and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making... Defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Ready up.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Ready. Hut.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They run again with Wright. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Set. 19-18. Go.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. 23 yards on that pass play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60-6.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The tight end, Komet, is on the move.
Go, Reed, go.
On the ground, this is right. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Music City after this. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Pass to the left. Pass to the left.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Go. Set go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8.
Let's go. Go.
That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Hawk 7.
A carry here for Wright. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Big Lion.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point by Little is good. And the Titans will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the give, it's right. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. 18 left. 18 left. Let's go.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken. right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hot, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Nashville in a moment. In motion, it's Jackson. Back to the air one more time. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down.
Let's go. Second. Dragon 60.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st down, a run for right. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back on the ground and back to right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Let's go now.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go, set.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Throwing right, it's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here's Gibbs. Powering forward. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Titans. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Titans will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing now on first and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
That's caught by Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That's caught right side. It's the tight end, Musgrave. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
To the left side, he's got Komet. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and the first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Taking off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Going up top. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll run with Gibbs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Hold it ready. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw yet again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll run with Wright. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
That ties the game at 14.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 70 range, 70 range. 18, rattle, 18, rattle. Take off.
Gibbs. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scale.
That ball intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll look to throw. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll run here. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Let's go now.
Here we go. First and goal. They'll stick to the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's gotta have. That one started left, and it's off the upright, and no good. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession, unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw to the tight end Musgrave. He's got him. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that is incomplete. They took a chance on this opening drive of OT. And now this game changes dramatically as they turn it over on down.
So, Mike, I like this approach. You know if you score a touchdown, it's over. The other guy never sees the ball, so why settle for 3 and give your opponent a chance? Put this game away right now with the touchdown. I love this aggressive approach.
Head up. This is right. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. That's quickly out to Smith. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A give here to Wright. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Run again with Wright. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Steeler first down. A shotgun handoff to right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Throwing now from the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their second.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This kick is good. He got it. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.